Hi, this is Vincent out in the garden again today. I'm going to give you a quick update and talk about some of the issues I'm having. Update on the coleus. It's growing. We had a lot of rain, so that'll make it grow. I always pinch off the little flowers. And then the avocado tree, it's got new leaves coming out. And then once again, we'll take out these kale. And you can see it's just nasty looking. Caterpillars. There's the little varmint now. Okay, we're gonna take these out. I feel like they're planted in the wrong place anyway. This will give some of my other plants a chance. Along here I've got zinnias and elfin ears. We're gonna have these in the vegetable garden next time, and I'm gonna do row covers on them to keep the cabbage worms off. It's really, really good dirt here. All the black humus I've added. Black humus, it's a little expensive, so I haven't done it. I haven't had the money lately. I'm in the process of starting my business and a lot of other things I got going on, so I haven't had the money to get black humus. But I will do that as soon as I can. Some compost. Black humus is compost, pine, very organic way to garden. That's what we're trying to do here. The purslane can stay. Purslane loves the heat, and that's what we're getting into. And then I'll come back through here with some garden tone, and then I'll plant my annuals. All my different coleus I have growing here. I may do a propagation video pretty soon on those. This one needs to be propagated. That's a gold dust croton. Palo Verde Desert Museum seeds in this tray. They haven't germinated yet, but they're planted. Some cast iron plants, a palm tree I've fertilized, and I'm gonna give it some new dirt. These cast iron plants are growing like crazy. This place is this is a mess back here and lots of mosquitoes, so I don't come back here a whole lot in the summer. Next year I am going to cover everything with row cover to keep this cabbage worms from eating all the vegetables. Oh my gosh, all the greens. My pepper plants are doing real good. These holes and everything are driving me crazy, but they're making peppers. I believe those are wax peppers. Over here, I've got a lot of wildflowers in my tropical border. All of the flowers, actually, the bees love. It's our little citrus tree, which has got fruit, and it's getting greener. Now, here's my vegetable garden. It's been wet for a couple days, so we've got mushrooms. Peppers are starting to bloom. We'll be having peppers soon. This pepper, I don't know what happened to this pepper, but we had bad weather, so maybe it just broke off or something ate it. But you can see they got little peppers starting. Peppers haven't done too good. I'm gonna put some more compost here, mulch these, because it's either really, really dry or it's really, really wet. I can't make up its mind. The melons are climbing the trellis. And then over here on this side of the trellis, my tomatoes are growing and blooming. And the melon, as you can see, starting to make melons. The tomatoes are doing good. I've been trimming their bottom leaves. Whoops. I'm trimming their bottom leaves to keep them away from the soil. Everything seems to be doing good over here. The boxwood basil, spicy globe basil is doing good along the edge there. And then I've got some beans. Those are asparagus beans. And then these tomatillas, I still haven't researched the holes in the leaves. I need to look at that. These are the bitter melon. They're growing and blooming and gonna produce some fruit soon, I hope. And then some Genovese basil. You see the jungle peanuts are blooming. They have little yellow flowers. There's another one down there. And then these are my sunflowers, which are growing. I'm so happy. I was really worried they weren't going to grow. I don't know why. And then there's the little baby okras I planted that I wanted to grow up and shade my pepper plants. All kinds of weeds, clover, oxalis. There's a palo verde. Awful little weeds. Make sure you get your roots out when you do this, or they will come back stronger, more vigorous, with a much more developed root system. So you want to make sure to get the roots. Pull them slow and firmly. You should be able to get the root out. I'm going to do this real fast, and then we're going to move on to the wildlife garden. I'm just going to be edging this edge. That's pretty much it, unless I cut back some of the flowers. Okay. Eventually we'll be removing all of this grass out of here and having a crushed granite path in this area. So my new business is going to be a landscaping business. I'll be doing consultations and garden designing, and we'll be doing the YouTube video, of course. YouTube videos. Okay, now that we've got most of that cleaned up, it looks a lot better. Cleaned up a lot of that coreopsis and cut that back. Hopefully it comes back, but if not, that's okay. It'll probably come back next spring. There's some milkweed and Pride of Barbados, Esperanza, little Esperanzas coming up everywhere. Let me show you from the very beginning our Esperanzas. These are the yellow. This is the Pride of Barbados blooming. Those are real pretty, eye-catching. They don't mind the heat. They go all summer. My naughty marigolds along the edge there, spilling over, is nice to soften that edge. And this orange Esperanza is starting to bloom here. You see the flowers. That's a real pretty one. The hummingbirds love those. Some zinnias coming back. Got quite a few of those. These Dusty Millers are done. It's so humid that they're not doing well. That one's blooming over there. Pretty yellow flowers, but once they're done, we'll chop those flowers off, and the Dusty Miller may or may not live. Sometimes they die in the summer from our humidity, usually. So let me finish showing you all the stuff that's going on here. I got a lot of agaves mixed in through here. We had a storm the other night, so there's some damage from that. But things are naturalizing well in my wildlife garden. Those prickly pear cactus are doing really good. They have a bunch of fruit on them too. That's my Carolina Sapphire Cypress. It's doing really nicely. I'm very proud of those. Zinnias, need to get those old flowers off. Here's the bed in the front that I weeded. My boxwood hedge. My dianthus that are left from the winter. Planted those last fall. And my quarter-line hedge. Those African marigolds again, and some milkweed for the butterflies. And that's a hummingbird bush, fire bush. So that's all for our video today. Thank you for watching, and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you and have a nice day.